rather than a dating app like Tinder.
Seeking arrangements?
I've been on there, actually.
You've been on Seeking Arrangements?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually have been on there. Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I met some guy once. He was chill. He wasn't like too old or creepy or anything. But, you know, we had our exchanges. And we both got our benefits out of it.
What was the arrangement?
He just wanted to hang out. He was from LA, so like my friend drove me there, and then we hung out and we're talking, and like they stayed the whole time to make sure he wasn't a murderer or anything, you know, just to make sure I was safe. You
guys got dinner or something? Yeah,
and then we hung out.
And so your friends were like?
Yeah, they made sure when we met up at a Starbucks, and they were like watching us to make sure it was real. And he pulled up, and I was like, guys, it's good. And then like we went and hung out, and then they picked me up, and it was all good. We never hung out after then, but I've texted a few guys on there after then and had some arrangements.
How much did he pay you for the Starbucks?
$1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
For a Starbucks date?
Yeah, I mean, we went back to his house, but...
Oh.
Yeah. We just hung out, though.
Just hung out?
Yeah. I mean it.
$1,000?
Yeah.
Did y'all get it in?
No,
Smash?
No, not that. I mean, like, we had a little, you know, kissing action, but I have boundaries, and I don't let people cross those.
You know what? You probably didn't even have to do that.
I know. I probably could have just, like, hugged him.
Chilled at the Starbucks.
Yeah.
But so why wasn't there a second?
I ended up, we just didn't talk for a long time. And there were some things that I was just like, do I even like really want to go back to that, you know? And like I was like, I can do other things and make money other ways than like that. So I texted him another time, but we never ended up actually hanging out or anything. So it was just that once with him.
He didn't pursue it after that?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long were like the total hangout time was what, 2-3 hours?
Yeah, 2 to 3 hours.
Wow, 1K, 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
And that was the only time you met someone from Seeking Arrangements?
In person, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were there other guys that you just sent like feet pics to or what?
Yeah, there were some guys who I just like talk to, and they would just like, you know, want some pics, and then I would get some money.
Okay. Feet like.
Yeah. Nothing too much. I'm just being honest here. I'm an open book a little bit.
No, it's great. Appreciate your honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off there. So you're saying you were on some dating apps.
Yeah.
Was it just Tinder or were there some others too?
Just Tinder. I think I went on like some other ones, Hinge or something. Is that
Farmers Only?
the dating app? No, definitely not Farmers Only.
Christian Mingle?
Yeah, I mean, like I should try those maybe. But.
You should. Maybe. Okay, we'll move along. Go ahead. So relationship status, longest relationship, and are you or have you been on a dating app?
Yeah. My relationship status is very confusing right now. My longest.
A little closer to the mic.
My longest relationship is like 3.5 years, which is the one that I'm kind of in right now. We're taking a break from each other, but we're not seeing any other people.
You're on a break, but you're not seeing other people.
Yeah.
Okay. When did the break occur?
March of this year, so a few months ago.
Are you guys still hooking up?
Yeah.
So you're kind of together, right?
I know, it's really confusing. It's like, I know, we're like best friends and we're still like together, but not 100% like we're dedicated to each other, but we're not dating, and we want to take away like the pressure of being in a relationship right now, like off of each other, so that we can, because we've been together since I was like 17, so I was like,
and you're 21?
21.
Okay. Yeah,
so like not a little kid, but I was really young, and like we're both from Minnesota. We moved together here, and we just didn't really get to grow separately, so it's kind of just temporary.
Like codependence.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
100%. So just trying to like figure out navigating our paths as individuals so that eventually maybe we could come back together. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were talking Eliza, right?
Eliza. Yeah.
I'm terrible at pronouncing names. I butcher it all the time. So you had sort of a similar situation because you said you were dating a guy for what, a year?
Yeah.
And then you broke up, but y'all were still hanging out.
Yeah, I was very codependent.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when you say you broke up, but you were hanging out.
Yeah.
So you're still hooking up.
Yeah, we were definitely still hooking up and stuff, but it just wasn't so much like the same boundaries that a relationship would have. It was a bit unclear and a bit untruthful in some ways.
So you guys weren't monogamous?
Yeah, some of us weren't.
Some of us. Keyword you
Him.
or him? Okay, so you were just seeing
theoretically.
him.
Yeah, I mean, like it was pretty toxic, but we both did some pretty messed up stuff. But at least,
sorry, go ahead.
No, I know that I've grown a lot. I've grown a lot since then, and I hope he's grown a lot and reflected on himself. But just because the way it's been, I don't really know how much progress could have been made. But hopefully.
What did you do that was toxic?
I mean, it was just a lot of arguing and going back to an unhealthy relationship and ending it and then going back and ending it and then going back and just not being able to be alone by myself, really.
Why was he constantly dumping you?
It was me leaving him.
Okay.
Because I felt like he just couldn't give me what I needed, but I was so codependent, I kept going back, you know?
Okay, wow.
Yeah, there's the T.
Damn. And are you guys still...
I haven't talked to him in over a year.
Have you ever had a sugar daddy?
Like, multiple occurrences? No.
Okay.
No, I have not.
But this guy from Seeking Arrangements, he would have been...
He would have been if he would have wanted to continue it. But I just never heard back from him. I don't know if he, like...
Did you disappoint him?
I don't think so. Like, he was like, I'll see you again and stuff. I just didn't, like, talk to him for a really long time after. And then I was like, yo, I kind of want some money now. So, like, I'm going to hit him up. So I don't think he took that too well, maybe. But... Or he just never got my text, you know? So many possibilities.
Oh, man. Okay. And you were on Seeking Arrangements. Have you ever had a sugar daddy?
No, I was always too scared to actually like meet up with them or do anything, so I didn't make it past that threshold.
Even like a sugar daddy that hit you up some other means, some other way?
I wish.
Okay. Okay, her DMs are open, gentlemen. Night Rain, ever had a sugar daddy?
No, I get really frustrated at that situation, only because I've always been told, why don't you just get a rich boyfriend? And I feel like the feminist in me is like, are you telling me I'm inadequate? And so it does frustrate me. And yes, I've had rich boyfriends before, but it's never been a situation where I was seeking it. Do I have a problem with it? Absolutely not. I was basically a sugar mama the past 8 years, being broke as so yeah, I wouldn't mind going back to like someone that would like to take care of me, although I would not allow them to control me. So it's a dance. You got to be okay with certain things. It's a compromise. All relationships are compromises. So yeah.
So you've been on Seeking Arrangements.
Yeah.
I don't suspect you've been on it. Brazil, have you been on Seeking Arrangements?
It's not popular at all. Like, I just heard about it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you haven't been on it?
I tried because Elijah's my friend.
Your friend?
Yeah. So
I try to support my friends.
Yeah,
give them
like
the good ideas.
They influenced me somehow. And I tried, but, like, I don't actually know how it works. So I was just like, eh.
I mean, it's basically lonely men or wealthy men, older men typically, that will basically pay you for your attention and time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It seems cool.
And guys like Brazilian women, so I mean, you should try it out maybe.
Yeah,
could be a hot commodity.
Or not.
Elijah, you should help me.
Okay, so have you been on Seeking Arrangements?
I actually have, yeah. Me and my roommate downloaded it, and I haven't ever met up with anybody, but like Eliza's story, that sounds like ideal. Like not having to do anything and not being too scared, but getting paid a bunch of money just to like sit and look pretty. Like if that's what they want, I would do that. But I think I would also want to bring a friend along just to make sure.
Tilt the microphone down towards you just a bit. Perfect.
Yeah, just to make sure nothing goes wrong, because I feel like you can never be too safe with that thing. Even with like normal dating apps like Hinge and Tinder, it's like super intimidating, like the thought of actually meeting up with the person. So let alone Seeking Arrangements where they're like older men specifically looking for like pretty young girls. It's a little scary.